My name is Paolo Borgia. I'm a member of the European Parliament and I am the coordinator of Lega nel Mondo, the structure for Lega for Italian people living abroad.
What is your work within the European Union?
Well, I'm the coordinator of Identity and Democracy Group in Industry Committee, and I work in a Transport Committee as well.
So there has been a government crisis right now where Lega used to be in power but have now stepped out of power. Can you explain to people what really happened?
Starting from the birth of this government, Five-Star Movement lost half of his vote. Lega doubled his votes, and so Five-Star Movement party became very nervous, and it was very hard to work together. And in the last month, for us, it was very hard to work in order to keep promises to our electors. I mean, we were in charge for getting to the autonomy reform of some regions. We were in charge for completing some infrastructure and to reform a justice system, but in the last months it was impossible because Five-Star Movement decided to refuse every single proposal, and it doesn't make sense to stay at government if you don't have the chance to keep promises. That's it. I think that that government is not the purpose. Government is the way to solve people's matter.
But the popularity of Lega has fallen drastically since this happened. I read that it was around 40% in the beginning, and now it's down to 32%. Was it the right decision to do you think?
Yes, in my opinion it was the right decision. The matter is that we should try to explain it in a very clear way to people. Because on the other hand, well, Italian press was not very clear on these topics, but I think that in the next weeks polls will become to be very positive for Lega.
I've heard that the Five-Star Movement has collided with the Democratic Party and that they have gotten support from the European Central Bank. Can you confirm this?
Yes, well, no words. I can't understand how you can, for example, run a campaign for European elections and be very critic towards European Union, to have an alliance with Mr. Farage, and then 5 years later decide to be a part of the establishment. So no, I don't have comments on Five-Star Movement behavior. I think that their electors are not very happy for this solution.
So what is the range of independency for Italy now? As far as I understood, you have your economic politics is run pretty much from Brussels. Is that correct?
Yes, is that correct? Center Democratic Party is trying to tell us that Mr. Gentiloni appointment to commissioner will be very important for Italy, but I think that he will need to listen to Mr. Dombrovskis's position, and so it will be a commissioner with a very weak mandate, because a very weak mandate is the same thing that impact on Mrs. von der Leyen as president of the Commission.
So what is your hope for Italy in the future? Is there any difficulties that you would like to change to make the future of the Italian people bright again?
Well, actually I think that people are very frustrated in this moment, because they would like to change, they would like to see different things than past, but they are not allowed to have, for example, a commissioner expressed by a sovereignist party, or to have new elections. But in order to have a stability, to have a parliament with a parliament able to reflect the willingness of the population, because this government is not in this way.
We are now in the middle of a process where the Great Britain is trying to get out of the European Union as Brexit. What is your thought on Italy and the same thoughts? Are you interested in getting out of the European Union?
No, not at all. People are not interested in leaving the European Union, but people would like to have a strong reform of EU. The matter is that if Lega was the first party after last European election, Lega had the right to appoint a commissioner. But in Brussels we were told that they are not interested to work with us, and so that's a very bad sign for democracy. We are strongly committed in a new European Union, but if the establishment decides to avoid to talk with us, it's a problem. It's a problem to have a dialogue with some people that don't want to talk with you.
It almost sounds like discrimination.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. But it's very hard to understand, because things are not working in a good way, and so when things are not working well, the most important thing would be to try to have something new, to reform. But we see always the same faces, same parties. They think just to have posts, and they don't think to reform things in order to make people safe or satisfied about European Union.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for you. Thank you.